Hello, hello, my Geminis. It is I, Kelly, and I'm here with your Zodiac monthly reading, right? Who knew? So, normally I do, the readings now, the monthly readings live in the VIP group. But Spirit was led tonight, was like, no, you need to do it in the OG group because there's a message that needs to be received. So here I am. Also, if you take a look, my website is up and running. All your apothecary needs, your spiritual baths, your wet body butter, your salts, your soaps, your smudge kits, all of that good stuff. And also, starting a new 8-week transformation program. Super excited about it. Guaranteed results. Guaranteed. And I can say that, wholeheartedly. So yeah, check out everything we got going on. Working on, I had somebody want to pre-order my my Oracle deck, but I'm waiting on a digital version. Got to get done so we can do that. Pull it up there first. So stay tuned. So, let's see what's going on in May for you guys. Also, you know how I do it. I'm pulling from the Oracle cards first. The first I'm pulling for out of Keepers of Light. The first card that came out was Charity, Prayer, and Contemplation. Hey, Nicole, welcome. Yes, so first card that came out, and they came out together, really, was Mahavabharti, Soul Expansion, and Charity, Prayer and Contemplation. So it says, connect with heaven, ask and you shall receive. Okay. And also within this, with Mahavabharti, Babaji, Soul Expansion, your consciousness is expanding. You understand the connections between all things. Okay, so this is like while you're waiting on your time, right? Your prayers to be answered. Know that you have the answers within you. Okay, it's just about tapping in and rediscovering them, right? So, okay, let's pull from the guards, and of course we'll pull tarot and figure it all out. Let's see what Goddess wants to come up and work. So Sarah Vetti is here with the arts, and it says, hey, glad to have you. Hey, Claudia, yay. It says, express yourself through creative activities. Okay, so that's a good time. Express yourself through creative activities. We'll see what they want with that, and then let's see what the angels want to let you know for May. Okay, so transformation with Archangel Ezekiel. It says, thank you, Ezekiel, for supporting me to transform from my past challenges. Yes, love that. So let's pull for these, see what's going on, what you need to know. Remember, it's for the collective. Take what resonates with you and leave out what doesn't. Okay. And I always tell people too, cross watch, right? Figure, what's your moon and your rising, check those out too. So, okay. So what's going on with the Charity and the Mahavabharti, the Babaji card together when it talks about prayer and contemplation and soul expansion? Okay. So we got several cards that came out within this energy. Okay. So where do we start? Okay, so let's start with, so whatever this is that needs this prayer or this contemplation or whatever this, knowing that they're like, connect with heaven, asking you shall receive, and knowing that you have this conscious, your conscious is expanding, and it's about understanding that the connections between all things. Okay, and that you do understand. So it's about, with this 5 of air energy, it's about making sure that, you get away from like, those unwise choices, right? That self-sabotage or, those negative limited beliefs, those things like that. And really learning what you can within situations. Like I always say, there's always a gift within the challenge. Okay. There's always a gift there. You just got to be, open to receiving it, but it's a gift. And so they want you to be aware of that and know that whatever this thing is, it's fast moving, this energy, because first of all, mentally with the 6 of air, it's about moving away from things that do not serve you anymore. Resonating, cool. Moving, things looking up, ending of difficult situations, they're asking you to take that trip. Kalandra, we know we already talked about this the other day. So, and then with the 8 of fire, what this is about, this is fast moving energy. So this is fast paced, delays are over. Many things are going to be happening at once this month if they're not already happening for you. So this is about what they want you to do within this energy is to tap into, there's several resources here. For one, your spirit team, okay, with this 3 of waters, they really want you to celebrate life. The celebration of life, the need to have more fun is important right now. Because what happens is when we worried about stuff or we stressed out about things, what we do is we hold on to that energy and we can't let it go to let the universe take over. And then what happens is we'll end up in this like vibration, a low vibration because we're holding on to this thing. And so it's important for you to, that's a part of the work is having fun too, is to get out there. Have that fun, you know what I mean? Let go, get loose a little bit, let your energy flow. So that way you're not thinking about that thing or concentrating on that thing or whatever that is, and, just have some fun. And within this, they also remind you with this 9 of fire, which is like one of my favorite cards. It says, don't give up. You know what I'm saying? If there's something you've been working on and this is your passion and this is something that is dear to your heart and it fuels your soul, don't give up. It's just know that the universe is always going to, put like, they're going to be like, are you ready? Are you really ready? You know what I mean? It's like a test. It's always like let's see if you're really ready. How are you going to react? Are you going to see the gift within, or are you going to look at it like, oh my God, like this is, so that's what it is. Protect the things which you've created. They're asking you to have courage and to believe in yourself. Okay. That's important. Also, the life experience card is here with Archangel Chamuel. This talks about a significant life event. It's a powerful revelation that leads to with this change of you really like knowing who you are and your soul expanding, and through a transformation as well. And it's really time for you to spread your wings. So it's time to, stop trying to do the same thing and expecting a different outcome. It's time to, take those leaps, of faith. Leaps of faith are small leaps. It's just about what you do in that day, within that minute, within that hour. How do you move within it? Are you doing things that bring you joy, that fuel your soul? You know what I mean? Whatever that may be. You know what I'm saying? Like I always say, don't feel guilty. If it feels right, then do it. You know what I mean? Don't worry about what other people think or like, oh my God, I really should be doing some work. But I just don't feel up to it. Well, if you don't feel up to it, listen to your heart. Listen to your soul. Your soul's like, you need to rest. You need to chill. You gotta, you know what I mean? We have to take care of ourselves. That's a part of the self-care. And, and sometimes we have to say no. Saying no is self-care. And sometimes we have to say no to our own ego. You know what I mean? Like, no, we gotta chill. Everything happens in due time. It's about you just letting it go so the universe can take care of it. The renewal card is on the back side. This is Archangel Jeremiel. It's about review and evaluate. So for those of us who, end up stuck in the past, right? Thinking about, how I'm going to do, how did this happen? And, oh my God, shoulda, woulda, coulda. And then what happens? We're stuck there and then we bring it to the present. So it's like, no, the past is the past. When you do go to the past, it's about you evaluating how far you've come, how much you've grown. You know what I mean? That's what it's about. And so it's about having a favorable assessment of the reviews of the past. And it's a time to move in that new direction. Let the past be the past. You had to go through it to grow through it. Okay? That's all good. Okay? Believe me, I know. I'm telling you. I'm speaking to you from experience. Okay? So that's what it's talking about. That life experience. We go through things to grow through things. Okay? So it's all good. Let it go. Let's see what Sarah Vetti when it talks about the art. So expressing yourself through creative activities. That's a part of that work, which is a part of that play. Be creative. The dreamer, this is helping you within your dreams by tapping into your creative side. Like I said, I tell the story, all the time. It's not, we always get stuck in, the society thing of thinking like, oh, you got to do this one thing and you got to be this, doctor, this lawyer, or, have this profession or whatever. But, whatever your soul called you to do in that moment, then that's what's good. At one point in time, I was doing like, event planning, and I would do, floral arrangements, and I still love to do that stuff. And then, I would do like baking cakes and stuff, and I would sell all this, sell those. I would do dinner sometime, and what it ended up doing, at that time I loved it, and then I was like, what, this is a lot. I don't know if I'm really, in it, but it brought me full circle to what I do now, right? So I was always doing like my, my spiritual stuff, but I was like not doing it as a business. So when I was able to take that part of me and combine my practical gifts with my spiritual gifts, that's what it's about. That's the key. So, having my apothecary and being able to still make things and create things and still use flowers and herbs, and you know what I'm saying? So just keep that in mind. Dream. Take that leap with this dreamer card through your creativity, okay? This is talking about, follow your dreams. This talks about unexpected opportunities that come your way. Know it, believe it. The Empress card is on the back. Loving that. So tapping into your creativity and following your dreams is helping you. This is giving birth to the things that you want in your life, lavish abundance, giving birth to your dreams, right? By just being creative, creates these unexpected opportunities so you can follow your dreams and really figure out what that is just by doing what you enjoy. That simple. It really is. And not feeling bad for it. And this is also part of this, nurture yourself and others. Nurture yourself, making sure you're letting yourself have those times off, those days off. No one can dictate your journey and what's right and what's good for you. Only you can do that, And it's okay, like I always say, like, don't eat that piece of cake, but don't feel guilty because you ate it. Because if you feel guilty for it, then you're going to gain down pounds. You know what I'm saying? And that's within anything you do. Okay, let's see what else wants to come out. So the Nine of Earth and the Knight of Earth. So within this creativity, within, following, your dreams and finding unexpected dreams through that. It's time now. Definitely. That's why they had me do that series on procrastination with you. I've been posting stuff about that, how, started that, because we have to, as a society, and collective, we have to get out of procrastinating on our dreams. You know what I mean? Like, it'd be things that we want to do. And I know, because I've been there, things we want to do, we want to build, but we're so afraid to live because we're so afraid of the unknown. But no, we never know what's going to happen. But why shouldn't we, in the unknown, be a friend of it while we're in the present? Because that's what divine is. That's where the manifestation gets built, is in the now, in the present. So what you do now creates your opportunities in the future. Okay? Because everything you want and dreamed of is there for you. It's in the vortex. It's waiting for you to just catch up to it. So in order for you to catch up to it, you have to catch up now. So this is knowing that you're going to go through constant transformation. It's always going to be a day of work, and play, every day, but it's going to be worth it, because you're going to see the results. You're going to know that you're doing the right thing, because you're going to start listening to what your soul wants. And once you listen to your soul, and start trusting your own knowing, then nothing can deter you. Nothing can take that power from you. That is freedom within itself. And then by tapping in and, those things that you are afraid of, that's where the truth is. Where your fears are, where those triggers are, then, the ones that you want to push down and be like, oh, I'll deal with that later. No, that's the stuff you want to let come up. Even if you don't know the answers or why you're feeling the way or thinking in a certain way. But the fact that you're willing to recognize it and be like, okay, well, either I do or I don't. If I don't know, I'll find out. But the fact that I'm recognizing it, that's big. And being able to say, hey, ego, be a friend to your ego and reassure your ego and be like, you know what, ego? I know you're scared. I know you want to protect me. But let me tell you this. This is what we need to do for ourselves, for the love of self. And we got this. And we're good and we're protected and we're safe, and you don't have to worry. Just like I said, have those conversations with your inner child. Have those conversations with your ego, because those are all aspects of you that you have to love. Even if you do not like them, right? You have to love that. That's you. And if you don't like it, then it's about changing that. Okay, but you have to love it. So yeah, so this is about starting over, within this energy, how you, by dreaming and creating creativity in this shows up in how you walk your walk, how you talk your talk. This is about being loyal, dedicated, honorable, and kind within yourself, so you show up in the world like that. It's time to buckle down and get things done. They're saying, honor your commitment to self and tap in and connect with your guardian angels. Okay. Also, the Nine of Earth is here. So within this Nine of Earth, this is about enjoying life's little luxuries, okay? Knowing that, spending that quiet time alone to really, learn and know how love yourself and care for yourself. This creates success in your life by, creating that balance in all areas of your life, your personal life, your professional life, and your spiritual life. You have to take that time out to take care of yourself. And, do things creative. Release. Well, this is also going to help you release the things that no longer serve you, because you're tapping into a new energy. So this is about ending in phases or situations. This is helping within your spiritual transformation. Time to move on. Like, this is the theme, moving forward, moving on, right? And this leads us into the transformation card from the angel deck with Archangel Ezekiel. Thank you, Ezekiel, for supporting me to transform from my past challenges. So this is an angel that you can definitely call upon, who will be there to help you. Also, your spirit team, you have to call them in so they can help you. They're always around you, but we have free will. They can't step in unless we ask them. So the Queen of Earth came out within this transformation, and the back is the Hermit card. So within this is like, through this transformation, how you show up here on Earth, right? Tap into that divine feminine energy of that Queen of Earth. Be thoughtful, be creative, be warm, and be sensible, right? And really make time for those around you that are beneficial to your growth, as well as you are to theirs. Take things with a sensible approach, right? How does this benefit my soul? How does this benefit my growth? How does this benefit my higher self? I say there's 4 questions we should always ask ourselves every day. 1, who am I right now? Who am I? Okay. Why am I who I am? Okay. What do I plan to do about it? And how does this affect my highest good? And you can use that for any scenario, and there's no right or wrong. It just is what it is. But this is about you recognizing where you're at in this moment and figuring out, does this working for me? Because if you get to that last question and you're like, and you answer, no, it's not affecting my higher good, now you got to reevaluate this whole situation, right? So this is about that, dealing with those challenges in a kind and understanding manner. So that's being compassionate and loving to yourself within the challenges, because there's always a gift, okay? The Hermit's on the back, where we said Archangel Raziel. This is about spending that quiet time, right, with yourself. Finding that time for meditation, that spiritual teaching, that self-discovery, okay? This is going to help you within this transformation. Let me see what else comes out with this. Okay, a couple of cards came out. One and flipped up. So within this, like, they're saying, okay, so this 5 of fire is here within this energy too. So it's like, bothers, it talks about like conflicts, right, within your desires, within your dreams, right? You could be like thinking like, okay, your logical side is like, oh, I got to be this professional and I got to make this certain amount of money and but your spiritual side, your heart is like, I need to do what I love and follow my dreams and not be caught up in the bothersome details of worrying about material things, right? Know this, when you walk in your purpose and live your truth and do it because you love it, the universe is going to take care of you, because by you shining your light, you're helping others shine their light. You're helping humanity. Okay, so know this. Don't get caught up in and even within conflicts with others with this card, right? So if you know that you have a dream or a passion that you love and things, and there's always going to be somebody around you that's going to doubt you and are going to be like, oh, you sure about that kind of bullshit. But it ain't even about you. That all that energy is all about them. Okay, it's because they're not willing to take their leap of faith, because they're not willing to go within and see their bullshit. Okay, so don't get caught up in other people's stuff. Okay, when they reflect their perceptions off on you. You know what I mean? So that's their journey. You got yours. Do what you feel is right for you. Also, the King of Fire is here to support you within that divine masculine energy of going after the things you want in life, your passions, your goals, those things that strive and fuel you. Okay, so this is about being motivated, being idealistic, ambitious, charismatic. Focus, focus, focus. And within that, communicate with the vision. Be that leader that you are, and seek advice from, those who are creative, that are creating things, that are about something, that are about, love and light, that are building, that want something better for the world, through themselves, right? So that's what it's about. Yay, Melissa, she's like me. She's like, I'm back on. So yeah, for sure, this is what through this transformation is talking about. And then on the backside is the Five of Waters. Okay, so this is a card about having that attitude of gratitude. Like I always say, when you wake up in the morning, before you reach over, grab that phone or whatever, go through your mind what you're grateful for in the now, right? Because when you're grateful for what you have now, that opens up opportunities for you to receive more, okay? And y'all know how I am about that. Be a receiver and a giver in balance, okay? Don't keep doing all the giving and you're not getting none of the receiving. Make sure whatever you're doing, if it's time, effort, money, you know what I mean? Make sure when you're dealing with others that they're balancing it out, okay? That's important, because that's a part of your self-care. But it's really, so what this is also talking about with this is like, don't worry about the things that are not working out, right? Just, be thankful for what is working in your life now, So that's talking about getting caught up in that old stuff, that's not serving you, or getting caught up ahead on what, oh my gosh, how am I going to do this? Stay now, be thankful now. It says, oh yeah, Melissa, it's all good. Okay, so I tell you, if you guys have Clubhouse, if any of y'all have, they're working on Android Clubhouse. I just got the word today. But if you have Clubhouse, I'm in there on Tuesdays and Thursdays from 10:30 a.m. Eastern, in which I do a reading for every for the collective, and then I do mini readings for small donations. Yeah, you gotta help, because you know what it is with Melissa, because it's about you. You gotta help yourself first, because what you keep doing and what we all been taught to do, is to look outside ourselves. So we think if the more people we help take care of or do for, that we think in some way it's gonna help ourselves, or it's gonna come back on us, right? In good fortune, which in some ways, yes, it will, but we're still not taking note of what the real inner issue is for why we keep giving. You know what I mean? What's that thing that happened, within us as children? Not saying it was something horribly bad. It could be something just for the simple fact that you were told, when you were young, when you go over people's house, don't ask for nothing. And if someone offers you something, say no, thank you, be humble, right? But in the actuality, humble means be grateful. So so what happens, you end up growing up as a grown woman, and now when somebody offers you something, you're like, oh, no thank you, because you're like, I'm gonna be humble, and I'm gonna be like, no thank you. But what you're really telling the universe is that I'm good. Don't give me anything. I don't want to receive. I just like giving. And I'm gonna keep giving him my time, effort, and my money. And I'm gonna keep wondering why this has happened to me, because I wouldn't even accept a piece of gum. You know what I'm saying? So it's start with those little things. Let somebody give you if somebody offers you something, take it, receive it. Okay. And I know, because I had a hard time with this too. And sometimes even today, things will quirk up, and I'll be like, what are you doing? Yes, I'm receiving. Thank you. But that's those things we have to talk with our ego about, because it's a natural reaction to want to be like, no, but that's because how we grew up. Right. So that's important, to just, have that attitude of gratitude, be a receiver. And if you have people in your life that are taking more than what they're giving, create those boundaries within your life. Like I always say, write you a list of the areas in which your life that you need to create boundaries in. And then on the other side of that list, how are you going to implement those boundaries? So that's boundaries within yourself. That's boundaries with the people who are around you, your family, your friends, all that, right? And then, how are you going to work it? Right? How are you going to implement it? That's affirmations, mantras, you know what I'm saying? Are you going to, were you going to have a code word, no, when you say no is not selfish, you know what I mean? Create those things for yourself to help you along the way. Because remember, it takes 21 days to change a habit, okay? All right, so I think that was that on that part. Okay, so let me go into self-care for this month. What self-care card y'all need for this month? Okay, so they're saying go get a massage, okay? Yes, and that's good. You're in the fact that you say I'm learning, right? So it's not saying I can't or I want or I'm trying. Like, I can't stand that word, and I have to catch myself with the word trying. I'm like, oh nope, take that back. I didn't mean that. You know, when we say trying, it's kind of like we're saying I don't know. You know, maybe like I'm trying. You know what I'm saying? So that's what the universe like receives. So when you say like I'm learning, you know, I'm open. That's open. That's the fact that you're saying I'm learning is I'm open to receiving. You know what I mean? So kudos for that. But yeah, get that massage, get that self-care in, okay? Treat yourself. It's important. Okay. Let's see what crystals are for y'all this month. And then we'll finish up with a final affirmation after we get this crystal and affirmation with this. See what comes out. Okay, so hematite. So it's H-E. What'd you say? Yeah, that no is, yeah. That's right. No is a complete sentence, right? That's right. Thank you for that, Nicolette. That's, you know, no is a complete sentence. And it's a work. Like, I even find myself having that, especially when, like, you know, the ones that trigger you the most, your family, right? Like, man, you know, like telling my mama no, you know how hard that is sometimes. Or you know what I mean? Like, even my sibling, I'm like, but I have to do that, you know? So, hematite, it's spelled Hematite. It's for your root chakra. So this is for grounding. It aids in mental process, thoughts, and memory. It absorbs negative energy, relieving stress and anxiety. It's a protective stone. It's a stone of strength, love, and courage, and encourages grounding. Oh, you just bought some. Nice. Love that. That's awesome. And the affirmation with this is, my life is filled with balance and harmony. So you know, it's the fact that you bought, you know, there's no such thing as a coincidence. You know what I'm saying? You bought that because that's what I love about when you go to the crystal store and you go in there and you're like, okay, whatever you're drawn to, and then you just Google it right there and you're like, what's the spiritual meaning behind this crystal or this stone? And then you're like, oh yeah, okay, yeah, I need this in my life. So there's like your higher self called you up for that. So I love that. So this affirmation is, my life is filled with balance and harmony. My life is filled with balance and harmony. My life is filled with balance and harmony. Yes, I love that. Love that, love that. So that is an affirmation that goes along with hematite. So let's see what main affirmation y'all get today or this month. I said, yeah, I got to finish these up today. So, because I got to do, you know, tomorrow's Tarot Tuesday. So, okay. So, it says, when I truly surrender my desires to the universe, a mighty force of faith can set in. Okay. When I truly surrender my desires to the universe, a mighty force of faith can set in. When I truly surrender my desires to the universe, a mighty force of faith can set in. Yes, I love that, love that, love that. Oh. And this is a great deck too. Yes, it is, Nicole, full of balance and harmony, filled with it. And this deck, I'm gonna tell y'all what this is because I recently, actually, y'all have seen it before if you've been with me for a while. It's like they have a little version of it, but this is the big version of it. And what is it called? Because I will encourage y'all. It's a nice, and I just love the pictures. They're really, you know. Do I have the box here? Ooh, I gotta find that box. Is this? No, that's for the little one. Oop. I don't know, y'all. I gotta find the box. Oh wait, here it is. Okay, it's the Super Attractor deck. Okay, so I think I got it on Amazon, but someone put me up on it. So you know I'm all about law of attraction. So this is a law of attraction oracle deck. Okay, or affirmation deck. whatever you want to call it. But yeah, it's called The Super Attractor by Gabrielle Bernstein. So yeah, so I think that's good. And y'all, I mean, I don't know if y'all see, if y'all follow me on Instagram, you see me. I went to 5 and Below, and I picked up a whole bunch of stuff. I was like, oh my God, you can get spiritual on a budget and 5 Below. Like, they have like Make Today Magical positive affirmation cards, $5. No, these are actually $2.50. And then I got Make Yourself Priority Self-Care in a Box, $2.50. I don't know if you see that. It's so light, yeah. But yeah, like, come on. And then I picked up a healing crystal book for $5, y'all. Okay. And then I'm still going, y'all. I'm still going. And I picked up, look at this on my shelf to fall. Oh. And if y'all know me, you know, I'm recently went vegan. So in the last few months, easy plant-based cooking book, astrology dictionary. Okay. Look at all this at 5 and Below. The Crystal Witch book. I got that at 5 and Below too. I believe, did I get that one? No, you know what? I'm lying. No, I did not get that at 5 Below. Hold on. No, I did not. But I was like, wait a minute. No, that wasn't a 5 Below. My bad. Not that one though. But the other two were, yes. But yeah, and that, I mean, that's pretty sweet, y'all. I thought that was cool. So, but you know, yeah, go, you know, so who says you can't be spiritual on a budget? You know what I mean? Just let you know that. Okay, I'm trying to keep my stuff from falling. I just moved stuff and now it wants to fall. Oh, okay. All right. So, yeah. I gotta fix that. You having the 5 Below this week, right? Like, who knew? So yeah, so you guys, that is your May reading, and it was so awesome to be on here and connect with you all. You know, I love y'all, and I'm always sending you love, light, and healing. And I'm gonna actually upload this, send it over to YouTube, and then I'll be back. We got 2 more to do, so who's next? But I'll be right back. Okay, see you guys soon. If not, sending you love and light.